we find ourselves in. I know that Joshua has been a big influence in my life, and Dawid, and Yahusha, and Moshe, all the heavy hitters, yes indeed, and Abraham, and Isaac, and Jacob, yes indeed, big influence. Hallelujah. But as far as Mary, she was reestablishing her relationship with her cousin Elizabeth. Yes, seeing others walking in their manifestation, just as Elizabeth did before Mary, should teach us to prepare well for our season of new. Did we say new, family? Yes, indeed, we said new. Hallelujah. Just like we had a recording that we went over a couple of times here in the last few months. All things new. Whole. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Learning all the lessons we can from others helps us to be prepared for our bundle of joy and the responsibility it carries. So our blessings are bundles of joy, huh? Yeah, they are. It's so exciting when the Most High hits you with a little knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And do know that's where we're getting to with this idea. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what we're receiving from him when we receive something. We need the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for whatever we're about to have, or whatever's about to be blessed to us. Even if it's physical blessings, the Most High wants to make sure we're capable and ready to receive. So he'll give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in that area. As I stated beforehand, Yahuwah really took his time slowly laying out this idea. He didn't want it mistaken what was really on its way. And just as we said, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let's peep how he laid it out to us over the last few days. Strong's 12:12 was presented the day before yesterday after I delivered our idea. Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. And we put that out there with source, provide, provision. Because that's what we're receiving. Source. Our source is providing us with new provisions. Hallelujah. But let's look at these words. First, he gave us 12:12. And 12:12 in the Greek means clear, evident, manifest. Clear, evident, manifest. Certain, evident, manifest. Certain, clear, evident. And we can say evidence or manifestation. But it's clear. There's no question about it of what he's doing. And then the word for 12:12 in the Hebrew was Betzalel. 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 And a lot of times, family, I don't really look up these words to pronounce them. I look them up for the meaning. And it means in the shadow or protection of Yahuwah. And it also has another meaning. Let's find it. And a spirit-filled artistry. Bezalel's life is the spirits or ruach's enabling for creative labor. This is what his life was all about. And the text says in Exodus 31:3, I have filled him with the ruach of Yahuwah, with wisdom, understanding, and ability in all kinds of craftsmanship. So he's blessing him with ability, as well as the understanding of what he's blessing him with, and the wisdom. wisdom, knowledge, and the ability. Hallelujah. And it's going to be clear and evident. And then at 8:38, he reminded me to peek back over into Strong's. And the Greek word for Strong's 838 is increase and growth. Hallelujah. Increase and growth. So we see where the Most High is taking us, family. Increase and growth. And then 838 for the Hebrew, it means a step, going a step. So we can say a step in the proper direction. And this word does have other meanings, but I take it for what I see first. Right there in the description of the word. So it's clear, evident manifestation of the Most High's wisdom, understanding, and workmanship being worked into our lives. Artistry. And that lies, a whole lot lies under that. He was an artist. I think he was one that created the artwork in the temple. He made like the curtains. He carved like the candlesticks, if I'm not mistaken. Don't take me at that. I'm just guessing. I ain't really looking into it as much as I could have, because we're just we're taking these words for ourselves and where he has us at the particular time. He told me to peep over there and look at it. So this is what we're expecting today, family. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and ability to do what he called us to do. And this is kind of, what's the word? Not being too particular, because it's for us all. And we're all going into his kingdom, into his 1,000-year reign, and we're going to have work to do. We're not just going to sip orange juleps, or whatever they call it, having people serve us. No, you're going to be working. We're going to be building kingdom and setting up legacy for generations to come. Just as I told my son, I said, we're the generation to do this thing. And we have to be prepared. We have to put aside the old and welcome in the new. And be the generation that releases all these curses that's been on our lives. The alcohol, the drugs, the chasing women, the porn, the people pleasing. See, all these things have shown up in both our lives. And I'm telling him we got to steer away from these things. And it all comes by one way, Yahuwah. Saying, Abba, I see this, I recognize it in my life. I recognize it in my father's life, my uncle's lives. I don't want to have nothing else to do with it. These generational curses end with me. Now, as he has walked it out in my life, I'm encouraging my son to have him walk it out in his life. But it's nothing I can do. I can't make him do it. This is what he's going to have to go to the Father and have him do it in his life. But like I said, we're not going to rush him. We're just going to put it out there. We're not going to say just because I was delivered, you got to be delivered from this thing like I was. No, we're not going to rush him. We're going to put it out there that I have been delivered. You know what I used to do. I'm sure your mama told you most of what I used to do in a negative light. And it was probably more than likely true. Because I won't hear no lick back then, but now it's changed, it's come. And we're both needing to walk in it because of our children and our children's children, your children and your children's children, and for yourself. Hallelujah. We get tired of being held down in bondage. And this is why 9 times out of 10 it's because of ourselves and what we say are still saying yes to. Hallelujah. That's our time, family. But don't rush the process. Just let it happen. Be it unto me. And let him bring it. Let him do it. As your word says, not